Welcome friends, we've got another Treats and Eats video for you here today on Double with Wishes and Castle Dreams. We're going to be doing another copycat recipe video for you. It's going to be super yummy and very decadent, I'm just warning you now. Today we're going to be heading over to the Animal Kingdom Lodge. They have some great restaurants there. If you've never been to the resort itself, it's gorgeous. They've got so many great animals there you can see. Even if you're not staying there, you can also go and see the animals for free. Just a little tip for you. But they have at Boma and at the Mara, they make these really cute brownies. They call them Paw Print Brownies because they sprinkle a little paw print on top. And that's what we're going to be making today. Super excited. Just to let you know, they are very, very decadent. So, spoiler alert, they are very rich. But I'm going to go ahead and put up the ingredient list for you. So you can go ahead and get those ingredients copied down if you'd like, and you can press pause if you need a little more time writing those out. But then we're going to go ahead and get started. Now first, what you're going to want to do is, if you don't have a boiler, you can do this in the microwave. You just have to be very careful not to burn your chocolate. But you're going to do your butter. I already have mine in here. It's a lot of butter. Like I said, it's a very decadent recipe, so don't let that alarm you, but they are quite delicious. Just eat them in moderation if you want, or don't. I'm not your mother. So we're going to go ahead and pour in then our chocolate. And I, of course, got Ghirardelli because that's Disney. They've got that at Disney Springs. If you've never been to that restaurant, you have to go. But I'm going to go ahead and pour them in. And then I'm going to put this, I actually have a double broiler, which this is the double broiler part. You just put into the top of a pan with a little bit of water. You don't want it quite touching the bottom of the pan, but you're going to turn it up to a boil, and that's going to slowly melt everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, now while that's going on my boiler, you're again going to want to keep an eye on it and stir it every once in a while. But while that's melting, I'm going to go ahead and work on the next part. You take your mixer with a whipping attachment, and you're going to start with your eggs. And your vanilla. And then your sugar. This is a lot of sugar. I warned you. You were warned. This is a very decadent recipe, but it's so delicious. You're not going to mind all the calories. So go ahead and pour that in. And then turn on your mixer. Okay, we finished melting our chocolate, we finished mixing our egg mixture and got that nice light yellow color. I switched my whisk attachment to the hook attachment now, and we're going to add our chocolate to our egg mixture. Then we're going to mix it for a little bit. Now that we've got that done, what we're going to do is we're going to add our flour and just mix until it's combined, because you don't want to over stir it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We've got it mixed, took my paddle out, so now I'm just going to pull this out. And we're just gonna pour this into a 12 by 16 sheet pan that's been lined with parchment paper. And then we're gonna bake it at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, our brownies are done cooking, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull those out of the oven. Look how yummy they look. There's a little bit of flaking on the top, but that's okay because we're gonna put frosting on them. So I'm gonna set this aside to cool, and while it's cooling, I'm gonna go ahead and whip up the frosting. Okay, for our frosting, we are going to heat up a cup of heavy whipping cream. You want it nice and hot because you're gonna pour it over your two kinds of chocolate, your white chocolate and your semi-sweet chocolate, to get it to melt. You're gonna wanna just stir continuously as you pour it in there. And just stir it until all of the chocolate is melted. Once all the chocolate is melted, you'll notice I use chocolate chips. You can use bar chocolate as well. You're just going to want to chop it first. I like to use the chocolate chips because then I don't have to chop it. It makes it a little bit easier. But just make sure that all the chocolate is melted and it's a nice smooth consistency. And then you're going to let this sit until it's room temperature. And we can go ahead and frost our brownies. Okay, so our chocolate is now cooled to room temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour it over the top of our brownies. Once you have it spread evenly across your brownies, you're going to go ahead and put it in the fridge until the frosting sets. Okay, once your frosting is set, you're going to go ahead and cut them up. And I'm just going to put some of mine on this serving tray. You can put yours on whatever you want to serve it on, but I found that it's easier if you cut it up and take them out and then do your stencils. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, the last step for your brownies is to sprinkle on the cocoa paw print. Now you're going to want to cut out a paw print stencil. I did mine on a Cricut, but you could do yours however you want. And you're just going to put it over your brownie. And you're going to sprinkle on your cocoa. And then there you go. Very cute, very tasty paw print brownies. I bet you thought I forgot something, but I didn't. Here on Dole Whip Wishes and Castle Dreams, for our copycat recipe videos, we like to add what we call a sprinkling of pixie dust, which is just something that's a little above and beyond what the recipe calls for, just to add a little bit of extra magic to our recipes, because you know Disney is a magical place. So today, for my sprinkling of pixie dust, all I'm going to do is add some whipped cream to my brownie. Who doesn't love a little whipped cream, right? And we're all done. There it is. We hope you enjoyed this recipe video. If so, you can check out our other copycat recipe videos. Our playlist is called Treats and Eats for that. We also have some craft videos and tip videos that we'd love for you to check out. And we hope you'll hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. We love to hear from you, and we hope to see you real soon.